Shalom, shalom. This is Brother Mawar coming to you again on the highway and byway, preaching this gospel is true to edify the hopefully elect of Yahshua, Israel, or so-called blacks and Americans and Latinos. We warn the 2/3 of our people about the impending judgment coming to Great Babylon, America, and also let Esau the Edomite, the so-called white man, know that your wicked rulership is coming to naught real soon. Before we get started, let's turn to the east, give all going on to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim, Dash. Double honors and teachers, others, and apostle, great on the stone, likewise, brothers, who come the truth. Faith, you fairly secure the truth, brothers and sisters, to again, shalom. So we're getting closer to that day, okay, of Christ's Mass, you know, and at the same time, too, you have a whole lot of things going on here in Great Babylon, America, in particular out there on the East Coast, in Jersey, where they're talking about these drones, which, you know, there's all kind of speculation and theory behind what those are. There's a lot of your so-called conspiracy theorists that are talking about these drones may have smuggled some type of tactical nuke or something like that. You know, but either way you look at it, and we'll keep looking at the headlines and watch diligently. Something is about to kick off here in Great Babylon, America. Something is about to get these people in their comfort zone, because, you know, obviously they really believe the words that's coming out of this man's mouth, that he's going to make America great again. But let's go into the scriptures and see what the scriptures say about Great Babylon, America, and the so-called white man, okay, who boasts about being God here on this earth. This is the book of Psalms 55, and starting verse 21, and it reads, "The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet they were drawn sword." This is a typical nature of a politician. You know, their goal is to speak, you know, in that smooth ambience way, you know, making promises. You know, when they are they're campaigning, they're not campaigning for the rich, so to speak, as far as when they're making those promises. They're campaigning really to gather the trust of the poor, okay? Because the rich already told them, and we're talking about the wicked elites here who are truly ruling this earth, they already, you know, tell these politicians, you know, what the deal is, what they're going to do when they put them in the wicked seat, okay? And Jake today, still, even with all of the prophets on the highway and the byway, letting you know that you cannot trust this devil, still believe every word that comes out of his mouth, not understanding that this man is speaking to you about promises of a good life, yet at the same time, he's declaring war on the children of Yahshua. Continuing, it says, "Cast that burden upon the Lord, Yahweh Shai, and he shall sustain thee. He shall never suffer the righteous to be moved." So when the time of Jacob's trouble comes, which we truly believe to the spirit, that is going to start taking place next year. In fact, it's in an infancy stage right now, because a lot of Jakes can't pay rent. A lot of Jakes can't pay car note. A lot of Jakes are right now losing their jobs. Okay, there ain't no more of that diversity, inclusion that they had, you know, a couple of years ago with that George Floyd, you know, where all of a sudden it was like this pretend, you know, feeling sorry for the children of Israel, you know, the so-called blacks in particular, where, you know, companies are saying, you know what, we are now going to develop this diversity, inclusion, and hire more of these so-called black people. In reality, what they did was they hired Eve, okay, the so-called black woman, who's setting up most of these diversity, inclusion section in these business. And what does Eve do when she has some type of power? She abuses it. She doesn't try to help our nation. She abuses it, okay? But the righteous, we cast our weight on the Lord, Yahweh Shai, because we're awakened to what's going on here, not only in Great Babylon, America, but on this earth, period, okay? Let's go into the book of Amos 1, and starting with verse 11. Amos 1, and starting with verse 11. This is the book of Amos 1, starting with verse 11, and it reads, "Thus said the Lord, Yahweh Shai, who the word ignorantly called God and Jesus, for 3 transgression of Edom, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother, which is the 12th tribe of Israel," okay? And Esau more than ever, okay, or the Edomites more than ever, okay, are going to be making good on their words, pursuing the Genesis 27:41, okay, where Esau says he's going to persecute Jake, okay? Because it's back here. Because Because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever. Now, Esau comes at us in multiple ways. One of those ways is either the sword, where he just directly kills us, but he also indirectly kills us with financial stress, okay? The more than any other people here in the Great Babylon America, Jakes are constantly under financial stress, social, economic disparities, okay? And they like to put that, in their charts and their analysis about, the disparity between so-called blacks and whites in this country. And it's like, yeah, that's obvious because, okay, the words are smoother than butter when he's making all these promises about improving the lives of so-called Americans. Well, aren't the so-called blacks, Native Americans, Latinos, Americans, so to speak? I mean, they even gave the so-called blacks a name, African Americans. Okay, which means what? You're an American. Okay, so shouldn't what the results of what these promises, to elevate the lives of the citizens here include the so-called black man and woman? Yes. Okay, and the Latinos and Native Americans. But they have no desire to elevate you. They have a desire to destroy you. It reads, but I will send a fire upon Teman, which shall devour the palaces of Basra. You see things happening right now. All the disagreement. You have those that the CEO got deleted a couple of weeks ago. Okay, you have more rebellious people even in the tribe of Edom, as they are not seeing. Okay, and right now they're really hinging their lives and their hope on Donald J. Trump when he takes office in January. But notice what he said. He didn't say the first thing I'm going to do is to try to fix homelessness and everybody's going to be living in a place whether you want to or not. I'm going to put everybody up. We're going to expand the job market, all that stuff. The first thing he said he's going to do is he's going to attack, okay, the so-called Latino and Hispanic tribes, okay? The so-called Latino and Hispanics, okay? This is Jakes. They're using code words like migrants or illegal migrants. We're going to gather you and they're trying to send you to different countries, because in reality, Esau probably trying to avoid, the genocide that he knows. It is written that he's going to commit on the children of Israel. He knows that because once they start committing those genocide, then all their words right now is going to naught, and even the people of the tribe is not going to believe anything of this government. And we're going to get into that where they do not regard their kings. Okay, let's go into the book of Tobit the book of Tobit and chapter 4. And verse 21. This is the book of Tobit, chapter 4, verse 21, and it reads, and fear not, my son, that we are made poor, for thou hast much wealth if thou fear power, and depart from all sin, and do that which is pleasing in his sight. So what is pleasing in the Lord's sight? Okay? He made it very clear. Keep the commandments, okay? Serve him with fear and trembling, okay? Feed his sheep. If you've been given a portion, okay, to go and basically, invest. So this is true that the brothers have to go out here and have the ability to break down scriptures, okay, which we always, which we learn from our elders, and their elders learn from their elders, and so forth and so forth. And Mashiach is the one that gave, okay, the shares to whom he choose. So we got to do the work that's pleasing to the Lord Yahweh Shemashai, not the works that's pleasing to man. See, Jake right now is still in that delusional state where he believes that still chasing the American dream, some way, somehow, he's going to be the exception. We all were in that gross darkness too, okay? We were all in that gross darkness where we believe the harder you work, that you would somehow bypass, okay, the punishment, okay, and the tribulation that we, pursuant to Deuteronomy 28, which we were supposed to go through for being disobedient to the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shai. Let's go into the book of Proverbs 18 and 12, because this is what we're seeing going on right now, okay? And this is not only exclusive to Esau. We're seeing this amongst our own people, okay? You can see that I can tell you from personal experience. I'm sitting out here, okay, in El Paso. these Latino tribes, or the ones that look like they're doing well for themselves, are very heavy pride on them. They're very proud. You can tell that they've never experienced adversity. They never really know what hell is like to live in hell. Okay, they basically find that golden spoon in their mouth, some way, somehow. But that is about to change. It doesn't matter if you're a rich sheikh, you are going to fall in the sword, or the famine, or the beast of the field, okay, or the pestilence. And most likely, these type of jakes, they were the ones that ran and bowed down to the jump juice in order to continue on in this society, okay, to show Esau, the so-called white man, what a good little nigga spit that they really are, okay? This is Proverbs 18, starting with verse 12, and it reads, "Before destruction, the heart of man is haughty, and before honor is humility." Okay, if you have more than you need, and you can look at all the other people around you, all stressed out and poor and all that stuff, but you don't even give a lending hand, you're more proud of your big house and your ability to, just basically relax. Okay? You can have a degree of pride on you because you're following the ways of Esau, the so-called white man. He is a real proud man. He's very proud. He's so proud of the fact that he won't admit that there is a God. He won't admit that there's a Mashiach. He won't admit that what they're seeing out there in the skies, okay, or what's circling around the solar system are chariots of the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai, okay, whose son, Amalek, our king, is preparing to bring great destruction on great Babylon, America. He doesn't want to admit that. He wants to continuously have the world worship his ways, worship him. And Jake, this place is not for you. How is it that you could be so proud as a doggone so-called black or Native American or Latino when you're at the bottom? Do you all understand that these people actually hate you? You Latinos really don't understand that, do you? You are hated. These people are going to come and they're going to persecute you. They're going to put blockades around this doggone little town. They're going to burn your house down. They're going to force themselves upon your children, your little girl, your little boy. Okay, even some of you men. But you don't care because you're proud in reality. You're proud that you haven't seen bloodshed amongst your family. You're proud that you're not experiencing hell as some people are experiencing right now. Okay, so that destruction that's going to come upon you is right around the corner. Yet still, you people have. I don't get it. I don't get how you can actually sleep or walk around without having those thoughts in your mind. It's constantly in my mind. It's constantly in mine. It's constantly in my mind that at some point in time, very, very soon, possibly in 2025, I'm going to see a lot of Jakes get put to death. Get put to death. And they're not even aware of it. It's going to come on them very, very sudden. The scriptures always go into it. This is book of 2nd Ezra 16. And starting verse 17. So this is the mindset and the current state right now that pretty much every boy in Great Babylon, America is in. Okay, 2nd Ezra 16, verse 17 read, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? Why is the prophet Ezra asking those questions? Okay, he was given a detailed, gory, horrific view of what his future is going to be when he regenerates into that body. Any one of the brothers could right now be Ezra's. I could be Ezra's. Okay? It says, the beginning of sorrows and great mourning, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils come? What shall you do? So what shall you do when these evils come? We have famine, war, pestilence, great death. How are those deaths going to be performed? If the rumors are true that those drones out there on the East Coast are carrying tactical nuke or some type of what they call those anthrax or nerve agents. Okay, because some people say that they saw them spraying something in the air, and there was an actual warning that if you approach any of these drones that may have been shot down or somehow crashed, that you ought to wear hazmat suit. Why would they ask you to wear hazmat suit? Okay, so they're putting in the codes the fact that something big is about to go down that's going to cost the lives of a lot of people, which is going to gain the attention, okay, of the heat, gain the attention of people. That's something that life is not going to be exactly what they thought it's going to be for them moving forward. Let's keep in mind, these people want to get that agenda 2030 off the ground. So at least only 5 more years, all right? It says, behold, famine and plague, tribulation, anguish, ascend as a scourge for men, which the Lord, okay, in order to coax our people to refrain from unrighteous deeds, from sin, the Lord is judging the nation of Israel, okay? The Lord is judging the tribe of Israel. That's why you see, you northern tribes, okay, you so-called Hispanic and Native, you so-called Hispanic and Latinos, okay, you're going to be chased. You're going to be put in cages. You're going to be shot at because some of you are going to fight back, okay? You're going to be starved to death. They're going to grab you and they're going to experiment on you. They're going to cut out your organs because these Edomites, these old Edomites, they want to harvest your organs. They love Jake organs, okay? And it says, but for all these things they should not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. You're not listening to the prophets. You're not looking. You think everything is coincidental. This is how Esau puts it out there. Esau goes out and he makes you think that the economy is bad or that disaster happened because that's just what's supposed to happen. It's incidental. So you people have an incidental mindset, okay, not understanding that the power, that everything that's committed by the powers to be here on this earth, okay, it's controlled by Yahweh Shem Shai. He's bringing these things. He says, behold, victuals should be so good cheap upon earth that they should think themselves to be in good case, and even then shall evil grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. Great confusion is the fact that if you're in darkness and you believe the words that come out of these people's mouth, who have no who have colluded together to destroy you, then you're going to be confused. Well, wait a minute. Why the prophets say there's going to be great destruction, that they're going to come and try to murder and kill all of us, put us in internment camps, experiment on us, we're going to starve to death and all that stuff, when Esau is making sure that the grocery shelves and the supermarket is full, okay, at the same time, he's promising to make our lives better by making the nation of America a better place called MAGA. Okay, so you're confused because you don't have that spirit of light in you. You don't believe, okay, in what's written in this book. So you're confused. We're not confused. I'm not confused. I know you brothers and sisters, okay, in this ministry, on this truth, are not confused. We know exactly how this is going to go down. All right? It says, for many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. So if you escape the hunger, okay, the sword is going to destroy you. You're going to have to go out here at some point, you know, and go look for food or hunt for food, which means you might have to go hunt other people in order to get that food. Because people are going to be going up against each other. There are going to be people who are going to be hoarding. Well, you think those preppers, they're prepping up and then they're going to suddenly like share the food with you because they're nice? No. They're going to try to go underground. We always tell those preppers, thank you for prepping up the food for the righteous or the ones or the first righteous that are going to survive. Because we're not going to be staying in one place. You think I'm going to stay in my house when all hell breaks loose out here? No, we're going to get the hell out of Dodge, man. All right? What the scripture say? Be as pilgrims. Okay, meaning you have to go place to place. Okay, and that's being obedient to the warning. It reads, and the dead shall be casted as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down. So imagine that. And you can only look into, and I've obviously brought out a lot of this is scripture many times, and I've used animation or videos to showcase, you know, for those who are visual learners, you know, how I give an idea of how this would look. Okay, it would look like in those apocalyptic movies, you know, no electricity, you know, nothing, no food, no water. If it's humid, hey man, you're gonna sweat a lot. If it's cold, you might freeze to death. If it's cold, if it's really hot, you know, it's gonna be very uncomfortable. Nobody's gonna show pity on you. People will be like, hey, man up or go down. Okay? And that's gonna be people who you thought were cool or you're with, you know, because people try to get together with other people, you know, like mine, they're trying to survive, and eventually they're gonna see that, you know, there's not enough for them to even share amongst themselves. Okay, so they're going to then turn on each other. All right, let's go into the book of Psalms 31. Let's go to the book of Psalms 31. Because again, this man accuses the children of Israel day and night to the Lord Yahweh Shemashai, because he sets up the snares and the traps, okay, which really the Lord is actually setting those up. And then you go, well, see, they're not being obedient children, okay? They're not being obedient children. Well, there are a set of men that actually are obedient, okay? This is the book of Psalms. This is the book of Psalms 31, Psalm verse 18. And it reads, "Let the lying lip be put to silence, or speak grievous things proudly and contemptuously against the righteous." Okay? So when you go back a couple of years ago when they had the C-19, well, what did they do? They said that we were the ones that needed it the most. Here you have the most athletic, gifted tribe, okay? Tribe of Judah, Benjamin, Levi, okay? The other tribes are there, okay? But somehow we need to be the first one to be inoculated, okay? So they tell the world that we need a weak, disease, walking individuals. This is not true, okay? On top of that, right now they're lying against the church concerning the Northern Kingdom tribes coming across the border. We're talking about the other tribes. The Northern Kingdom tribes are not the only tribes, and they sure as hell are not committing. There's already been proof and evidence of Esau wearing digital masks on his face that looks like a doggone chick, and going to them committing crimes and stuff. Okay? It says, "Oh, how great is thy goodness, which thou hast laid up for them that fear thee, which thou hast wrought for them that trust in thee before the sons of men." Okay, so the Lord is going to show favor to those that have put the faith in him, which is going to be the elect. Okay? It says, "Thou shalt hide them in the secret of thy presence from the pride of man. Thou shalt keep them secretly in a pavilion from the strife of tongues." Okay? So they can talk all the shit they want about the prophets and say, we say this and say that. We don't say nothing that's not written in the Bible. We come over and we let you know. You gotta repent. Stop eating abominable food, stop committing adultery. Keep the Sabbath to the best of your ability. And don't follow the ways of Great Babylon America or the ways of the so-called white man. And we let the so-called white man know, and all these other tribes know, your ass is going into slavery. It's just that simple. Okay? You're going into slavery. So there's nothing that you can accuse us of that's not written in this book. Wait a minute, y'all swear on the book. Okay, so what does that mean? Y'all swear on this Bible. Alright? So did you read it? It's the book of Ecclesiastes 26 and starting in verse 22. Let's talk about the wicked daughters of some of you women for a minute here. Ecclesiastes 26, now verse 22, it reads, "A harlot should be accounted a spittle, but a married woman is a tower against death to her husband." So here you go. You have out there right now, I believe it's look like a Edomite woman that is that claimed that she had sex with 1,000 men in one day. And now she's looking to actually beat that. She had sex with, I believe, 100 men in one day. Now she's looking to beat that by going to try to get 1,000 or something like that. It's like, see, and we tell you, Eve, don't follow the ways of these horses. Don't follow the ways of these other tribes. Okay, they're wicked. A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man, but a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord. Okay? So if you have a wicked woman, that's a judgment that the Lord is giving you. So, upon repentance, the Lord will take away that wicked woman and give you a righteous woman. Okay? We can all attest to having that wicked woman in our life. Continuing, it says, "A shameless woman should be counted as a dog, but she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord." Okay? So we're not attracted to whores. I saw a video with, and Ron Woodley, I could share that video download it. I saw a video with Kanye West recently. I guess he was in Japan, and he's walking with his woman. His woman is basically wearing a bikini and walking in the middle of a hotel. That's all she's wearing is a bikini. Unbelievable. A woman that honored her husband should be judged wise of all, but she that dishonored him in her pride should be counted ungodly of all. So, we made it very clear to these women, you can be replaced. You can be replaced, and you will be replaced. In fact, most of us desire to replace your dingy, old dusty ass anyways. So don't act stupid and assume, it's business as usual. You're going to be a whore, or you're going to be coming up against your man, and then you think in the day of the Lord, when the judgment comes here, that the man is going to just stand up for you and save your ass and all that shit. No. Okay? I'll speak for myself personally. My woman wants to be a whore and want to do all that shit. By the time when judgment come out, just stand right there and watch it happen to your ass. I'm not going to do a damn thing. In fact, I pray to the Lord Yahweh Shemashah to make sure he judge your ass hardcore. Okay? You can't be every woman, every one of you women will be replaced. And we don't need, the Hebrew Israelite women to bring back the children of Israel in the kingdom. Alright? So don't try to boost yourself up like you some irreplaceable bounty or something like that. Let's go into the book of Lamentations 3. Okay? Because you gotta be humble, man. Jacob and you so-called Latinos and Native American and so-called black people, you all need to be humble. Alright? This is Lamentations 3. It started with verse 52. And it reads, my enemies chase me sore like a bird without cause. This is how you saw accusers us of things coming after us. Constantly making accusation of the church of Israel. Okay? Constantly. Is there really a time of rest? That's why the scripture says, roughly paraphrasing, this is not your place of rest. You can't. It says, they have cut off my life in a dungeon and cast a stone upon me. Waters flow over my head. Then I said, I am cut off. I call upon thy name, O Lord, Yahweh Shemashah, out of the low dungeon. And the low dungeon is Great Babylon, America. This is a low dungeon for us, man. Because when you think of dungeon, you think of a prison. You think of chains and shackles. This is chains and shackles. We have to tolerate this place. You have to tolerate the people around you are ignorant or just blatantly just wicked. Okay? It's like you're stuck in a place of no escape. But we are going to escape. It reads, thou hast heard my voice. Hide not thine ear at my greeting, at my cry. Thou drewest near in the day that I called upon thee. Thou saidst, fear not. O Lord, Hamashiach, thou hast pleaded the cause of my soul. Thou hast redeemed my life. So, we are pleading to the Hamashiach, okay, the Son of the living power, Yahweh Shemashah, to plead our case before the Father and say, look, we're worthy to be saved. We're worthy to be saved. We're in a position where we can't keep all the laws. We can't please the Lord the way we should or we're supposed to. We just simply can't in this state. But so we need that intercession, which is going to be by the Malak, okay, our King. Okay? So we cry to him. We cry to him that his servants require his help, that we can't do it on our own. Alright? We have everything going against us, and it's all negative. It's all negative here in this earth. Okay? But the one thing that's actually positive is his gospel and his truth. Let's go into the book of Psalms 2, starting with verse 1. The book of Psalms 2. The book of Psalms 2, starting with verse 1. The book of Psalms 2, starting with verse 1, because here's what you really see going on right now. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? Thinking that, well, if the Edomites are not going to be the next ruler or continue to rule, and this empire will fall, well, maybe the Chinese will be next. Really? Go take a look at the news piece of what's going on in China right now. And tell me if you think that these doggone snotty-eyed, doggone Down syndrome looking people are going to be the next rulers. Come on, think about it. It said the kings of the earth set themselves and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord, Yahweh Shemashah, against his murder, saying, let us break their bands asunder and castigate their cause from us. So they've had us in derision, fighting each other, giving us false identity, having us, serve them versus serving the Lord, Yahweh Shemashah. Really actually going through great nights to separate us from our true heritage. Okay? But right now, what they're seeing is a great awakening that's taking place right now, us told in the prophecies and in the scriptures. And it reads, "He that sitteth in heaven shall laugh, the Lord shall have them in derision." So they are going to be in derision, man. Okay, but you see the derision is going on right now. Christians are even, speaking against them. They realize right now that people over there in the so-called state of Israel are not the biblical Hebrew Israelite. Nothing that's going on over there, okay, indicates that the children of Israel has returned back to their land. Because it should be a time of peace, not a time of war. And what you see going on over there is war. It reads, "Then shall he speak unto them in his rod, and vex them in his sword especially." So the Lord is going to deal, okay, with our enemies in his rod. Okay, massive starvation is going to be taking place in Europe and these other nations that have colluded with Great Babylon America, continuously oppress the children of Israel. Okay, the sons and daughters of Yahweh. They're going to be looking at Esau and going, "Gee, you promised us, security and food security and job security and all this other stuff, and he's not going to be able to deliver." Why? Because Esau doesn't control anything. The Lord, Yahweh Shai, controls everything. This is the book of Jeremiah 7 and 7 verse 8. Let's talk about trusting in Esau's lies. Trusting in It says, "Behold, you trust in lying words that cannot profit." Okay? Not only Esau, you're trusting into the lying words of IUIC. Okay, Sakari and those who are prominently, they prominently stand out as traitors to Yahushua. Okay, not calling on the name, teaching false doctrine, really bringing it in a worldly sense. And as brothers have pointed out, their oil is running dry, or their oil is actually gone. So right now, they now have to continue on in the gimmick approach. Sooner or later, YouTube will shut down. And when YouTube shut down, and you don't have 10,000 people watching you talk crap, or you don't hear, "Hey brother, APT, all that stuff." What are you gonna do? It says, "You steal, murder, commit adultery, swear falsely, and burn incense unto Baal, and walk out of the Lord's home, you will not, and come and stand before me in this house which is called my name, and say, we have delivered all these abominations." So I can do that. Well, y'all been proving that y'all are doing those things. Okay? Yet still at the same time, you expect the Lord Yahweh to just feel sorry for you. Here you are, your works doesn't show or demonstrate your trust in the Lord Yahweh, or even the fact that you are interested in protecting, his sheep, which are the mass followers. You're not. You're all about you, man. But then now you expect at the last minute or when the time comes to judgment, that the Lord Yahweh is going to deliver you, because based on the fact that you're a Hebrew Israelite. Okay? You're a Hebrew Israelite getting the Bible. Let's go with the 1 Timothy 4. The book of 1 Timothy 4. And start in verse 13. Okay, let's talk about staying in this truth. I bought a video on Friday which was titled "Pray for Endurance." Pray for endurance, because in this flesh you have a lot of things that really can get you to go off. People pissing you off, and you wanna do what a Jake does, man. You got all of these other temptations that are out there. But you're strong in the truth, the faith, like that. A lot of it it's just exactly what it is. Temptation, it doesn't really impact you, but they come on stronger and stronger. This is 1 Timothy 4, starting with verse 13. It reads, "Till I come, give attendance to reading, to exhortation, and doctrine. Let not the gift that is in thee, which is the truth, this gospel, to build up to break these scriptures down, which was given thee by prophecy with the laying on of the hands of the previously. Meditate upon these things, give thyself that thy profiting may appear to all. Take heed unto yourself and unto the doctrine, continue in them, for in doing so thou shalt save thyself and them that hear thee." Okay? Yeah, you can speak to your woman, you teach your woman, but your woman is like shaking her head, she's going to the shut up. Why? Because she's a woman. She's a vessel. All she wants is have fun, wine and dine and stuff like that. But still, you have to keep her in line, okay, with the truth in this gospel. So she is going to have to follow you on what you're doing. You know, so you set that example. You set an example for the believers, okay? And you're going to be that light that's going to shine in the dark times that are coming real soon. Sooner or later, the prophets are going to become. Sooner or later, the prophets are going to become the biggest thing here in Great Babylon America. Okay, and that is not to like say, okay, we're looking to get seen or noticed. It's just the way it's going to be. Sooner or later, they're going to come. You know, they're going to probably come in a more, you know, what they call those, where they're making lies, accusation, trying to tie us to certain things. And you see certain camps are actually kind of falling for it, okay? And we give that warning about it. This is Lamentations 4 and Psalm verse 18. It reads, they hunt our step, that we cannot go in our street. Our end is near, our days are fulfilled, for our end is come. So our steps are being hunted. You tell you're a Hebrew Israelite, all of a sudden that's wrong. You can't be the Hebrew Israelite. Well, prove it not. Prove that those people are. You can't. By using the scriptures. Because if you're saying that those are the holy people over there, then use the scriptures and prove it. Prove that they're the holy people keeping the holy laws, okay? And prove that the land that they're living in, that they got over there the way the Mashiach said that he would deliver his people, okay? Which is going to be by chariots. Okay? They weren't delivered. These people were delivered the freaking propeller planes. Okay? Even in a time not even as advanced as it is right now, where if they had waited, they'll be delivered in, at least he saw what I had the technology right now to create chariots or anything like that. Okay. Slack okay, see, we're in this body, and so in this body, we got prone still to sickness and illness and other stuff. The word still has to go on. It says, our persecutors are swifter than the eagles of the heaven. They pursue us upon the mountains. They wait for us in the wilderness. So that eagle description right there should give you an idea of who they're talking about. Because it was a symbol, okay, of America, of Great Babylon. Eagle. Okay? This is where you see we're being persecuted right here in Great Babylon, America. It says, the bread of our nostril, the anointed of the Lord Yahweh Shemashai, was taken in their pits, of whom we said, under the shadow we shall live among the heathens. Okay, so under the shadow we're going to live among the heathens. Okay, you have doing this work. You have to keep the commandments, the laws, you know, the dietary laws, all those things. You know, not commit adultery, while we are actually behind enemy lines. Okay, so it's a double whammy. But you know, when we were at times when you have. When the Lord has, you know, delivered the entire Israel, we never appreciate it. But this time now, you have 1/3 that's more than 60% of the children of Israel said, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Oz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunk and shalt make thyself naked. So, right now, Great Babylon America, the so-called white man, might be exposed for what they really are, which is true of Satan, the devil. These judgments are going to be passing on over to them. In fact, you're seeing that pass over to them right now, starting with the lower level people. Keep in mind that the first fruits of slavery, these Edomites are going to be their kings, their royalty. Okay, the Bilderbergs and the Rockefeller, they're going to be the first ones that's going to be taking those acts and breaking big rocks into small rocks. Okay, they're going to be the first ones. But right now, you see, soon to Romans 37. Look how many Edomites are now on fentanyl, okay, or meth. In fact, you had one the other day, I think she was like a 24-year-old caught a student, gorge her own eyes out. She was so strung on double on meth, okay, gorge her own eyes out. Sounds familiar, right? That's how Jake used to be in the 80s when they threw crack in the projects in the ghetto. Okay, it says punishment of thy iniquities accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee into captivity. He will visit thy iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. So the sins of these Edomites are being discovered. It's now your turn, okay? And it's a gradual process, but it's going to come to really at its really proportion or epic proportion when the children of Israel has been sealed, when the elect has been sealed, okay? So that's part of prophecy right there. It's taking place right now, which is why these people are crying for help, you know, from their king. Make America great again. In other words, can we go back to the old days where we were on top? We're experiencing, you know, tribulation that we have never experienced before. There's nothing that any of your kings can do for you. Okay, you need my so-called white people. Get it to your head. How much more so for you, Jay? Okay? Even in the so-called good times, you're having hard times. So how much more so in the hard times that are coming, the horrific times that are coming? This is Isaiah 31, verse 3. And it reads, now the Egyptians, some men, so-called white, are not God or not power, and their horses flesh and not spirit. When the Lord, the Abba Shemashah, shall stretch out his hand, meaning he's going to be bringing that judgment of wrath, okay, upon this place. Woe he that helpeth, he shall fall, and he that is hoping shall fall down, and they shall all fall and fail together. So here's the deal. Even though you want to try to make America great again, the Lord is going to judge you in mind. Okay, he's deciding on the judgment of the house of Israel. Why is Esau really picking on the Hamites or the so-called Africans or the Moabites or the so-called Chinese that are over here illegally in these various little towns across America? Why is he going? Why the face of criminals, either the so-called black man or now the face of the new criminal who take over your whole household and squat and shit in all over your yard and all the other stuff, are now the so-called Latino and Hispanic men? And you doggone Latinos really are proud, boy. Y'all are so proud, but y'all gonna get humble though. You're gonna get humble. You're going to get humble. And it's gonna be a beautiful thing to see you get humble. Some of you actually are going to repent. Many of you are just going to rebel. And that's where the slaughter, the great slaughter or the great death is going to be taking place. But that's exactly what Esau wants. Is he wants y'all to rebel. So that they can have fun putting y'all to death. Okay, let's go to the book of Ezekiel. The book of Ezekiel 33. The book of Ezekiel 33. It's like I'm having a little bit of issue here seeing this topic. Ezekiel 33. All these look alike to me. And 11. It's the book of Ezekiel 33 and 11. Say unto them, as I live, said the Lord power, because the Lord does not want you to die. He does not want you Latinos and Hispanics to die. He does not want you so-called blacks to die. The so-called Native Americans for the children of the Most High, Yahweh Shemashah. He don't want you to die. He said, say unto them, as I live, said the Lord power, I have no pleasure in the death of the wicked, but that the wicked turn from his way and live. Turn away from eating pork and abomination. Turn away from eating shrimp. Turn away from committing adultery. You women have to turn away from dressing like harlots, like whores. You men have to take charge of your household and be men. You have to get out of the ways of great Babylon, America. Turn ye from your evil ways, for why will you die, O house of Israel? And the first thing you need to do is you need to believe who you really are. You are gods. You're the Hebrew Israelites, the so-called Mexicans, the so-called Guatemalans, Hondurans. You're Hebrew Israelites. You're the children of the Most High. So-called African Americans, so-called Native Americans. You're better than the rest of the tribes. So why are you indulging in wickedness? The Lord does not want to see you die. Let's go to the book of Isaiah 13. Isaiah 13, starting with verse 13. And it reads, well, let's go to verse 12 and let's see what happens to the man of the Lord in the tribulation that's going to be coming and taking place here in Great Babylon, America. It says, that's how verse 11 it says, and I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked of their iniquities, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the hardness of the terrible rich. Esau is in charge of the earth. The earth is given to the master. The Lord is saying that he is going to put an end to these wicked people's pride. Meaning what? Despite the fact that they come and try to portray themselves as God, okay, and that they can do all things, the Lord is going to sabotage everything they set their hands to do, which is going to be embarrassing, man. It's going to be so embarrassing, okay? And it says, I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man in the golden wedge of Ophir. We know a lot of men are going to be put to death, you know, domestically, you know, through all of the violence that's going to take place with the Civil War, okay, you know, pestilence and disease, beasts of the field, you know, taking out jakes, okay? When he was stepping outside, you might go outside to go get some fresh air, and there's some weirdo creature that's out there that's going to rip you to pieces, man, okay? Not to mention about the war. A lot of jakes are going to get drafted into the war, okay, which is going to be taking place real soon. Because if they say that this is Iran with these drones, and one of those drones kill a lot of people, okay, keep in mind, how did they go to war against Afghanistan? Okay, they went to war against Afghanistan based on them firing remote control planes into the towers, into the World Trade Towers, which when everybody watched that said, okay, America's under attack, and everybody was cheerleading that effort that was put forward by the United States, you know, called OIF or OEF, Operations Endurance Freedom, or Operations Iraqi Freedom, okay? And they went and they slaughtered millions of fucking people over there, all right? This is continuing on here. It says, therefore I shall make the heavens and the earth, shall remove it of a place in the round of the Lord of hosts, Yahweh Shemashah, in his fierce anger. We haven't seen nukes yet, but we are going to see those nukes. Those nukes are going to hit Great Babylon, America. In fact, when you look on the news, they're showing you constantly all the time where they're more likely to strike. It's going to be these places where, you know, obviously one of the strategies of war is to eliminate their enemy's ability to strike back. So if you're living near a base, which we live near a base, you know, which is Fort Bliss, okay, you're going to have, okay, nuclear strife or nuclear detonation that's going to be taking place near where Esau can, you know, launch a counter operative. It says, and it shall be like a chased roe and a sheep that no man take it up. They shall every man turn to his own people and flee everyone into his own land. So nobody's gonna have loyalty anymore. If you're not an Hamite's gonna get with Hamites. Okay, Ishmael is gonna get with Ishmael. The Ishmaelites are gonna get with the Ishmaelites, and so forth and so forth. Okay, there ain't gonna be that unified, you know, coexistence anymore, because right now it's gonna become what's called a race war. All right, it says, everyone that is found shall be thrust through, everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. So the Lord is going to destroy you if you're joined onto the wicked. His eyes is against the wicked, not the righteous. But if you're joined onto them, really, that could be physically joined onto them, that could be spiritually joined onto them, okay, mentally and physically, you know, joined onto them. You fall in the ways of Great Babylon, America. You don't believe in the true power of Yahweh Shema Shai. You're not listening to counsel from the prophets that are coming on the highway and byway to edify you. Okay, you think it's all a joke. We're just a spectacle. Us these people drive by today, they're just looking, you know, but nobody gives a crap. We're stopping and saying and asking, gee, what is this all about? Who am I? They don't care. Hey, life is good. Christmas is coming. You're gonna get fat. All right. It says, their children also should be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses should be spoiled and their wives ravaged. And this is going to be a common thing. All you can hear all night is screams, pow, 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 small screams, and in the morning time you will see the dead bodies lying around. As I read up earlier, nobody's going to be picking up those dead bodies. So this is going to be for first of all, a lot of us to smell what dead carcass smell like, what a dead person smell like. And it's not going to be just one dead body. It's going to be like a lot of dead bodies. And eventually those bodies will rot and there'll be skeletons. So imagine walking around and there's all these like skeletons all over the place, like field of skeletons or fields of bones, and it's rotting. This is going to become a common sight. And this is going to be babies all the way up to great grandmother. Okay? People understand how the Lord deals. Really believe that somehow you're dealing with a passive power that cares about your damn feelings. He doesn't give a shit about your damn feelings. There's no respecters of man. This is Sirach 13:2. And it reads, observe and take good heed, for thou walkest in peril of the overthrowing. When thou hearest, he says, awake in thy sleep. Okay, awake in thy sleep. This is something we can't get our people to do because the Lord has not put the Spirit on them to wake up. He put the Spirit on them to sleep. Okay, which is why when brothers come up, the first thing we talk about, we give the salutations. Okay, we give the glory and honor to Yahweh Shemi Ashai. We give the salutations to the elders and teachers. Okay, the men that taught us. Okay, you know, it's similar to like when you use or you citing when you're writing a thesis or a paper, you cite where you got the information from because obviously you weren't the originator of those. Okay, so if you didn't cite where you got it from, you consider plagiarism, which is a serious offense. So we have to let everyone know. Okay, it's our elders. Okay, the elder brothers, the apostles, the bishops. They're the ones that taught us. So we're giving that salutation to them. Basically, we're acknowledging them, okay, that they were the ones that taught us. But who taught them? Who gave them the portion of the gifts that they have? Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. So we have to acknowledge him also. And that's why we open up with him, because there is a hierarchy. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, okay, you have the elders in them, and then the rest of us who are continuously, expanding, okay, in different locations here in Great Babylon, America, to edify the hope of the elect of Yasharala. Okay, this is the book of Ecclesiasticus, the book of 1 Thessalonians 5, starting with verse 1, because we're gonna take a look at the mindset right now of a lot of our people. If you're in the spirit, then you're not going to repent. 1 Thessalonians 1, starting with verse 1, and it reads, it's not here. 1 Thessalonians 5, and starting with verse 1, and it reads, one of the times in the season, brethren, you have no need that I write unto you, for yourselves know how perfectly that the day of the Lord, Mashiach, so coming as a thief in the night. So basically, he made it very clear and how he's going to come, like a thief. We don't have to concern ourselves with keeping the laws and statutes to the best of our ability, and repenting from our wicked ways. Then we don't have to worry about it. We can see through the seasons. We can see right now, this is a season of great death. Sooner we can feel it. We know 2025 is going to be different from what people think it's going to be. It's not going to be a year of happiness. To the spirit, we believe 2025 is going to be the start of the tribulation or Jacob's, what is known as Jacob's trouble, okay, which is the whole 12 tribe of Israel is going to go through. Okay, but that's okay if you people don't really give a shit about what the Lord has prepared, okay, for this earth. Live in gross darkness, it says, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction come upon them, a travail upon a woman and child, and they shall not escape. But ye brethren are not in darkness, that day shall overtake you as a thief. We're not in darkness. We believe. Okay? When I say we believe. I know the Protestant believe. The ones I've spoken to, watching our videos, I was watching the elders last night, bishops and everything. And they say, this is a balance. Of course, we have to still deal with things here in Great Babylon, America. We have to balance it so that you don't go crazy, because we're in this weak flesh. But we believe everything that's written here. In fact, we're looking forward to it. It says, ye are the church, but ye brethren are not in darkness, that day shall overtake you as a thief. You are the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of night, nor of darkness. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. So watch and be sober. Go watch the swift hands of Donald J. Trump on what he's going to do, which he wants to lay pause on the return of Israel. Okay? We're watching the drone situation over there because a lot of things are coming out. They're talking about those might be tactical nukes on these things, or there might be what they call those poisonous gas and those chemical agent. So we're watching the fact that there could be a whole lot of that that's going to happen. Maybe on New Year's Eve, before that. It could happen on Christmas Day. It could happen right around during the inauguration time. We don't know, okay? But something big is about to take place. And as a man of the Lord, this is our job to constantly watch, okay, how this is going to unfold and give warning to the elect of Yahshua, those who are here and those who are here. For the rest of you, clearly you have it all made. You have it all figured out. People have it all figured out. Okay? You men are not concerned yourself because you think you're a badass because you have a truck, or you have a car, you have a big house, and you know, you can pay your bills and you think you're a badass and stuff like that. Well, we'll find the hell out. Okay? This is Job 5, 7, verse 12 reads, He disappointed the wives of the crafty so that their hands can perform their enterprise. So the Lord is going to disappoint the MOTD. He's going to disappoint all the things that they want to say. Why do you think that Esau comes out a lot of time and changes his mind with certain things and, you know, go and they shift? Because they're watching how the prophets are bringing out. They're anticipating, okay, what's going to take place next. In reality, okay, the prophets are telling them what they're going to do next and what the outcome of it is going to be. So Esau, in their wicked, you know, fragile attempt to thwart prophecy, changing their strategy. You really believe the view counts. When you look at the view counts on certain brothers' page, now, especially when the camps come, if you go back a couple of years ago, you might have like 200-300 views for the top guys doing the camp. Now you're seeing views in the thousands. In the thousands on day one. Okay? Because why? A lot of these Edomites, a lot of the powers that be are watching the prophets, they're watching the senior brothers in this ministry, okay, that are breaking these scriptures down and telling them, this is what you're gonna do, and this is what's gonna happen. Okay? If you tell me I'm gonna cross that road and I'm gonna get hit by a car, okay? Well, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna wait till I don't see the car coming, then I'm gonna go cross that road. Okay? Or I might cross it a different way. Because I'm watching you, I heard you said that you saw my future, which is going to be, I'm going to get hit by a damn car crossing the road. So I'm going to try to do everything to prevent that. This is what Esau is doing. Okay? Continuing, it says, He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the forward is carried headlong. They meet with darkness in the daytime and broken in noonday as of night. But he saveth the poor from the sword, from their mouth, and from the hand of the mighty. So, okay, so Esau does that. Esau saved. Esau, you know, they constantly under, you know, looking of different ways in how they can get Jake. They can get Jake through the sword, or they can get Jake through pestilence, or they can get Jake through anything. All the food are poison. Are you Jakes that are continuing to mock the prophets and eating the abomination? Keep in mind, Esau has no drugs that's going to cure you. When the elect is sealed, you are going to have all those worms and all those viruses is going to break into your body. And you're going to be dying a horrible death. Okay? And there's no help coming for you. Esau is, if the enemy is going to persecute you and kill you, eliminate you, do you really think he's going to open up the hospital doors and let you in and try to give you a penicillin or some type of virus killer to save you? Absolutely not. It's a time of war. That's what I'm trying to tell you. But you know, especially Eve, you're going to make mockery of the warnings. You know, you're potentially eating crabs and shrimps and all that stuff. You're going ahead. A simple stop by will let you know that you cannot eat those things up here. Yes, they'll go out and go do it. No. When they get done, they're going to go and they're going to go eat the abominable food. They're going to go eat. And do all the wickedness of it, all the things that the Lord Yahweh said that He doesn't want you to do. So when the rod of the Lord comes in great Babylon and Africa, you can't say that there wasn't a prophet that was prophesying what was going to take place with you so-called blacks, the Americans, and Latinos. You see, you're a stubborn people. You're being led by women, wicked women. You're not even being led by men. You men tuck your dick and your balls between your damn legs like a damn woman. Okay, you might as well have a crabby or a pussy man. Because you men are not men. You're weak. And the Lord is going to demonstrate your weakness in front of your children and women and children before he allow the enemy to put them to death. He's not dealing with you wicked men. Let's go into the book of Proverbs 26 and 27. Proverbs 26 and 27. Let's talk about what the Lord is going to do. Because he takes like a king, that they're so special. Okay? That they're so special that the Lord is not going to touch them. Okay? Proverbs, again, I'm having a hard time seeing this. Proverbs 26. Verse 27. The book of Proverbs 26, verse 27 reads, whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein, and he that rolleth a stone, it will return upon him. Okay? So this devil has dug a lot of pit for the Hebrew Israelites. Has dug a lot of pit for you so-called blacks, Native Americans, Latinos. Here you are, the Native Americans, people living in the desert, strung out on drugs and alcohol, okay, have no sense of purpose. Here you are, you African Americans, your lives are means nothing to you. They'll put a so-called black man to death in the blink of an eye. Your lives mean nothing to you. And now they're turning their face onto you doggone Hispanics and you Latinos. Starting next year, they're going to come after you. That's what this devil does. And he digs a pit so that you can fall into that pit. Because you're rebellious. You don't listen. You're comfortable. Your car windows are tinted, your windows are screwed up. You don't give a crap about what the Lord is going to do to you. It's all good now. You're safe. You can eat. That's about to change. But our enemies who have dug those pits, they're going to get the exact same thing too. When they put drugs in the community of the so-called black man here in the 80s, everybody just thought it was their fault. Now look at these doggone Edomites, they're all strung out on meth, they're all strung out on fentanyl. See, the Lord is not to be mocked. And now they're all crying, poor me, poor me, poor me. Donald J. Trump, come save me. And you Hebrew Israelites, you so-called blacks, Native Americans, Latinos, you follow that. That's not your king. But y'all were the same ones that put the Mashiach to death and chose a thief and a murderer to free. So the Lord is going to do the same to you. He's going to put you to death, put your wife to death, your kids to death, and you to death. Let's go into the book of Isaiah 2. Sound verse 17. The book of Isaiah 2, sound verse 17. And the loftiness of man shall be bowed down, and the haughtiness of man shall be made low. And the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, alone shall be exalted in that day. So the Lord is to be exalted, not a man. Don't exalt no man. You can be a brother. But in reality, the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, who the word ignorantly called God and Jesus, he's the one that's going to be exalted. Let's continue on how he's going to be exalted. It says, and the idols he shall utterly abolish. And they shall go into the holes of the rocks and in the caves of the earth for the fear of the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, and for the glory of his majesty when he arises and shake the earth terribly. So notice what your wicked elites are going to do. They're going to go hide in those bunkers in the ground while all hell is breaking loose in this earth. Why do people slaughtering each other for a slice of bread? Why do you men running from a group of men looking to tear your doggone asshole open? Where they're going to savagely rape you and your little sons and daughters. And a lot of you men are going to get raped too. Don't get it twisted. That's why this place is called spiritual Sodom in Egypt. What did the Lord do to Sodom and Gomorrah? Everywhere you look, there's faggots everywhere. And y'all accept it. And in that day, man should cast his idols of silver and his idols of gold, which they have made, each one for himself to worship, and to the moles and to the bats, to go in the clefts of rocks and into the tops of ragged rocks, for fear of the Lord, Yahweh Shai, and for the glory of his majesty, when he arises to shake terribly the earth. Again, the Lord is going to bring that judgment, starting with Great Babylon, America. When the United States go and bomb those other nations, that's the Lord that's doing that. And you're about to see that, you're about to see what these other nations have experienced here in Great Babylon, America. Let's go into the book of Obadiah 1 and 3. The book of Obadiah 1 and 3. This is the book of Obadiah 1 and 3. And it reads, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high. That said in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? The Lord will bring. The Lord will bring, okay, the wicked rulers of this earth down. The sharp waters of this earth. He will bring them down. Because they're nothing more than cavemen. 18 tribes created. The tribe of Israel, the so-called blacks and Americans and Latinos. You are from the tribe of Israel. You are Yahshua, the Prince of the Power. You are gods. You men are gods. You don't even know it. They said you had to bow your head down to the abomination that the Lord created, which is the so-called white man. Who's the devil that the Bible speaks of? And you want to protect him. You don't believe he's the devil. Because you're weak. You want to be unrepentant. You want to go eat pork and shrimp. You let your woman walk all over you. You can't even be a damn man in your house. Feminize. And you expect the Lord to save you when the time comes? We pray to Yahweh Shemel Shai that he destroy you wicked, weak simps. You're worthless. Let's go in the book of Jeremiah 50, verse 22. Let's talk about some of the judgment that's going to be coming here to Great Babylon, America. Because y'all think it's a game. People think it's a game. This man has declared war on your monkey ass, and you calmly just sit back and think it's a game. Christmas as usual, New Year's as usual, fat bitch ruling over you as usual. You tuck your damn balls and your dick between your legs, you man. Being a usual bitch ass nigga and bitch ass spick. Jeremiah 50, verse 22, it reads, the sound of battle is in the land of great destruction. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon become the desolation amongst the nation? America was that nation that pounded on these other earths, but that's not going to take place anymore. You faggots in the dongle military, you're going to die. And it's just that simple. I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken of Babylon. Thou wast not aware, thou art found and caught, because thou hast striven against the Lord Yahweh Shemel. You striven against the children of Israel. Okay? The chosen people. And you also striven against the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai. Okay? Setting yourself up as the Lord and Savior of the people on this earth. How's that working out for you, Esau? How's that working out for you, Amalek? Because see, I just read that y'all were going in the caves to go hide when the Mashiach returns. Okay? In fact, a lot of y'all are already pre-hiding already. Because y'all know what is about to take place on earth. You have to do wickedness. You have no choice, Esau. Okay? It says, the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai opened his armory and have brought forth the weapons of his indignation. For this is the work of the Lord, power of hosts, in the land of the Chaldeans. So the Lord is giving you all the ability to create all the weapons of destruction. Nerve, gas agent, okay, poison all the food have no nutrition to it. People wonder why they're sick, okay? People are running, I mean everything to destroy yourself with, okay? And you have to do it. It says, come against her from the utmost border, open her storehouse and cast her up her heaps, and destroy her utterly, let nothing to be left. There's not going to be a damn thing left. Yes, Great Babylon, America will be destroyed, it will be invaded. People will see foreign troops from this doggone country soil real soon. And then you're going to be driving your monkey ass down Zaragoza looking for these signs, looking for the prophet here, looking for those brothers out there in West El Paso, looking for the brothers in Dallas, looking for the brothers in Houston. Y'all going to want answers so bad, and you're not going to get it. Let's close up the book of Isaiah 40 and verse 17. Because understand this, for the rest of you tribes out there, the rest of you nations that have gone to bed with the whore, that is colluded with this whore, Great Babylon, America, to continuously have our people in derision and oppressed and subjugated to bullshit. Here's what really the Lord thinks of you. So put your imagination to good use and understand what the Lord is going to do to you. There's no coincidence. When you have a mudslide in China, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 people die. Typhoons wiping out thousands. Tsunami wiping out hundreds of thousands. Those are judgments. It's Isaiah 40 and verse 17. It reads, all nations before him, all nations, all these other tribes, before him are as nothing, and they are counted to him less than nothing and vanity. Meaning the Lord created y'all because he can, but y'all will serve a purpose in the kingdom as slaves. Okay? You will serve that purpose as slaves. But you mean nothing to him. You're counted less than nothing. Imagine that. You're counted to less than nothing. The Lord don't give a crap about you gooks, okay, you sand desert monkeys, you Hamites, you so-called Africans. The Lord doesn't give a crap about your ass. He doesn't, alright? He doesn't. So just so you know, humble yourself and understand who you really are. So Lord willing, the elect was edified today. Okay, we're getting closer to what they call Christ Mass. Obviously, our people are still asleep here in Great Babylon, America. And they really don't concern themselves about the great judgment the Lord is going to bring to this place soon, nor do they care about repenting. Okay, so with that, I'm going to turn to these, give all glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash, Shalom.